Welcome to How to Command Triple Trouble with Dame Vamp. This is a world boss in Blood Tide Coast just south of Lion's Arch. We need a team to help run this fight. Commanders, blockers and Condi, and Zerg. In this video we will talk about the role of commanders and what you need to know. The Triple Trouble community is happy to teach new roles. If you would like to learn, ask a map during setup about 20 minutes before the event spawns, and they will tell you who to join. Welcome. So you want to learn to command Cobalt Wurm at Triple Trouble. I will review some information you need to know how to command this. I will make this easy to follow. Remember, having another person can help with anything that happens on the spot. First, set up your options so you can see the percentage of the health of the worm. This is located in your options menu. You will need this to see how much DPS your Zerg is doing. Next is to know how to place your markers. This is also under your options. Remember, I have mine binded differently to the default. Next, place yourself in LFG. You will need at least 15 to 25 to run this worm in your Zerg team. The more people will make it easier to run kegs and get burns. The defense will set up your blockers and Condi. Making a short message with the calls is useful for people who join late. Once you get about 10 people in your squad, you can start your explanation. Start with what the escort needs to do, then get the buffs and head out to the location. Expect questions and comments from your Zerg. Most of them can wait until the end of your explanation. The escort's achievements are Polytoxin on Crimson, Kleptomaniac on Cobalt, Worm Bait on Amber, and Egg Scrambler from all escorts. You may use the write-up in the description of the video as a guide, then write one yourself. Let's see where to place your markers. For Kleptomaniac, the rum, escort achievement, look for the shadow of the tree's second leaf from the top. Great jungle worm eggs will spawn during the escort for Egg Scrambler achievement. Okay, now for the keg spawns. Easy is here, pole, and hard. Some people will call the colour or the shape of the marker, not the spawn location of the kegs. Do what feels right for you. For this video I will use the names. Here is the keg place spot. The main mechanic at Cobalt is placing kegs as a group in front of the worm. The keg location will change every 2 minutes. It is random where the location will be, but will never stay at the same one. We normally like to stack on hard at the start due to it being in the middle and harder to run from if in combat. Once a keg is placed or lost in the water, it will take up to 30 seconds to pick up another one. Taking a keg starts a timer until it blows up, so tell the Zerg not to pick up early. Mounts will help you move kegs faster and avoid losing them. All types of portals will make you lose the keg. The burn phase will start when 20 kegs are placed in the correct spot. Position your tag in the center of the base of the worm to show the Zerg where your double damage spot is. Keg despawns are an important mechanic to be aware of when deciding when to run the kegs. We will use this chart as a reference. Despawns are when a keg doesn't count. because the keg was placed at the same time 2 minutes earlier. I will show this in the picture reference in more detail as we go on. You will see that the top in green is when the Zerg are placing kegs, and the bottom in red is the despawn times, when the keg placed will not count. When we get enough kegs, the window where we can DPS the worm is 30 seconds on average. Let's look at the circled area. You will see that it took a lot longer to get the keg count as we had hit despawns, which made it longer until we could run again with no despawns. This second area is to be noted. This is when we call in map chat what time would work for us. Running during this time may cause the whole fight to fail. Better to wait and be safe than sorry. The average time to run kegs depends on the location and the Zerg. It can be 30 seconds or longer. You will see that the start was quick due to it being at hard spawn, so we were already stacked there. The end was fast because I asked the Zerg to stack when Amber stacked, and to run when Amber said they were in. The times here were when it was not safe to run. Repeat keg runs while avoiding despawns until you are crit. Crit is normally when the health is low enough that you are positive you will decap the worm. It is normally between 15 and 25%, but depends on the group. To know when to call crit, you will watch the first burn to see what percentage you have done. A health bar below this number should be crit. Note that all the Zerg will usually do more DPS when the worm is under 50%. Ensure all 3 worms have called crit before setting up a sync time. The sync time is based on the event timer under the worm bosses on the right of your screen. What to watch when calling a time? How fast does your Zerg run kegs? Is the 2-minute timer for the keg location going to swap soon? Syncing right after the kegs move will give your runners the most time. The time you give is the time Amber Com will call to kill their A-bomb. The next call is stack and then Amber in. It will take about 30 seconds to run from Amber call for Amber to be eaten. On an average, a group should wait to run until Amber is in. Once you have decapped the head, stack the Zerg between the head and the nearest wall, and DPS it fast. Well done! You have commanded Cobalt. Check out my other commanding videos. I recommend watching the action playthrough of Cobalt. If you have not come from a defense role, check out my defense vid for commanders in the description below. Also, I recommend if you are on NA to please sign into the Katoa Discord to help out all NA TT slots. Hope to see you soon.